Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to talk about our flute and where our fingers go and how to properly put your fingers down on your flute in the right spot. This is probably one of the hardest instruments to start as a beginner because of this particular lesson. So try to do your best and kind of see where my fingers go, and I'll try to explain the best that I can. So I'm going to start with the right hand. So this is once your flute is assembled, you got the head joint, the body, and you have your foot joint. And I'm going to show you guys the foot joint. You want to make sure that this right here is lined up to the middle of this last key. If it's too far over like this is going to be a little bit, it's going to strain your pinky more. You have to reach farther. So that's why I have my students bring there he is, right there. It's right here. Okay, and you'll see that my flute has holes in them. It's an open hole flute. So most of the beginning students, you'll have a closed hole flute. So that's just the differences in the flute. Okay, so we're gonna start with the right hand. Okay, so the right hand right here. I'm going to place the pinky on the last key, okay, of the foot joint. This one right here. We're going to leave these guys alone. Okay, just this one right here. I'm going to put my pinky right here. Okay, and then the three fingers go right here where where you can see the holes. So the third finger, second finger, first finger, and you'll see my thumb. It's right here. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of put it up right here so you can see. This is what the shape of your right hand should look like. And I guess before we do this, let's name our fingers so we know what finger I'm talking about. This is finger 1. This is finger 2. This is finger 3. This is your pinky. This is your thumb. Okay, so whenever I say place your first finger, it's your index finger. Second finger is your middle one. Third finger is your ring finger. This is your pinky. This is your thumb. Okay, so again, back to the right hand. I'm going to keep it vertical so maybe it's easier to see. So pinky, third finger, second finger, first finger, and the thumb is behind. So if you did that correctly, you should be able to see a little space right here that I can kind of stick my finger through or pencil through. You don't want to close it off like this. We don't want to grab our flute like that. Okay, so pinky, 3, 2, 1. And the thumb is right behind. Let's see what the thumb is. The thumb should be right underneath the first finger, right around here. Okay, and we don't want our thumb to stick out like this. Okay, that would close our gap that we want right here. Okay, so that's our right hand. That's actually the easy hand. Let's go to the left hand. This is where it gets a little tricky. Okay, so if we're looking right here, you see all these keys. Okay, there's a saying on flute, and hopefully it'll stay with you. Skip one, put one down, skip another one, put 2 and 3 down. So what I just said was we're going to skip the first key, so we're never going to touch this key. Okay, and we're on the left hand right now. Put 1 down, skip the next key, so skip another one, and then put 2 and 3 down. So this is your second finger, and this is your third finger. So first finger, second finger, third finger. And notice the 2 keys that we leave alone. We don't ever touch this. Okay, this is actually just for life. Forever and ever and ever. You're never going to touch these 2 keys as long as you play flute. Okay, and this is my right hand over here. So you see these 2 keys right here. We're never going to touch those keys either for the life of as a flute player. You're never going to need to hit those because that's what all these other buttons do. It pushes those keys down for you. You're never going to put your finger there. All right, so what happened to my left thumb? Well, my left thumb goes behind, and it sits right here. So you'll notice that you'll have two different places that you could put your thumb. You want to put it on this one. You don't want to put it on this one. And you'll see that if you push this one down, they all go down on the back. If you push this one down, only this one goes down. Okay, so again, my thumb goes here. Turn it around so you can see it. Skip one. Put one down. Skip another one. Put 2 and 3 down. Okay, and notice how the shape of my hand here, this is probably what gets the students the most. It doesn't look like the C, like the nice little C shape like my right hand. It actually looks kind of hooked and crooked, which is actually correct. We want the hooked and crooked look. See how it's nice. I want you guys to think of like a coat hanger. So I want you to pretend that the first finger is like a coat hanger. You're going to hang your coat hanger on your flute on the key that it's supposed to hit and kind of hook it there. And then skip another key, put 2 and 3 down. Okay, see how it's kind of weird looking? Okay, but this is really, really important because there are 3 balance points on the flute. Okay, there's the thumb right here. This is balance point 1. And then the second balance point is right here, the hook. Because there's going to be a time where you don't have any, you can't put down any of these keys and you have to hold up the flute. So the first time you actually do that is when you have to play a note called C. And it's just this first finger and it's this pinky, and then you have to hold it up without, and play without dropping your flute. Okay, so balance point. So here's your first balance point, the right thumb. Here's your second balance point, which is kind of the index finger, the bottom of your index finger, your first finger right here where it sits on, and with that hook right there. Okay, and then your third balance point is your lip or your mouth, where you get to apply a little bit of pressure, so you're pushing the flute up against your face to hold the flute up. Okay, but major balance points are here and here. So if this is not there, you're gonna have a hard time playing one of the first notes on flute. Okay, so again, let's kind of review that. Pinky, the pinky key is the only key that is not part of the body. It's part of the foot joint, which is this part right here. It's the last key on the foot joint. Okay, and then finger 3, finger 2, finger 1, and the thumb is underneath finger 1. That's the right hand. Left hand, okay, so put the thumb right here, hook the first finger, skip 1, put 1 down, skip another one, put 2 and 3 down. I want you guys to look at this thing right here that's sticking out. Okay, it's a perfect little boundary line, an imaginary boundary line for you to know that from here, that way is your left hand, and this side is for your right hand. So we never want to cross over and do that. I've seen some beginners try to do that, and they're kind of lost. There's so many keys, they don't know where to put it, but this is a great little line. Don't cross this line. Left hand, right hand. Okay? So if you did that correctly, you should have all of your fingers in the right spot, and this is where what I like to call home base. And we always try to kind of play a game and see if you can get from here, holding your flute, to home base as quick as you can. So ready, home base. I got it. Okay? So all your fingers like push down the keys, and we'll call that home base. It's not really a note. Okay, so it's just for you to know that this is where all of your fingers go. This is home for all of your fingers. This first finger will never touch the finger for the second finger. The first finger only goes here. second finger only goes here, third finger only goes here. First finger on the right hand only goes here, second finger only goes here, third finger only goes here. It's the same with the pinky. We're never gonna cross paths, okay? Each finger gets assigned a key. That's really important to understand. Okay, and that's how to put our correct fingers in the right spots for flute. Okay, so just kind of take a look, hook, skip one, put one down, skip another one, put 2 and 3 down, right hand, 1, 2, 3, pinky. Okay, all right, and that's it.